Hello, welcome to my education channel. This is Bhumi and I'm going to talk about media studies and humanities. What do you mean by media? Media is something that widely spread information, disseminate information to a varied number of audience. To reach every mass of audience, that information that has been spread by one person to another. So this is called media. Media communication describes the mediums that the communication takes place from one medium to another. Communication describes two mediums, two types of communication that is going to happen between one person to another. There is an interpersonal and interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication means when there is a communication between two persons, and intrapersonal communication when there is a communication between one person only. There is one person who is communicating to himself or herself. And mediums, like there is a radio, print, something that mediums gonna happen. The information takes place through various number of mediums like billboards, like of imparting and exchanging of information to a varied number of audience is too large and huge. Do you know about this, that various types of medias are there, like radio, print, electronic media. Electronic media comes under radio, like we have digital media, we have varied number of scope in our media. Media is something that is describes something that is spread information, mean widely spread information. That means the information that is been take place, the new event, there's a news that is going around, that is occurring, and that is some unusual event that is going around. The media is rapidly grab that news and just spread it across all over the cities. Means media has the duty, media has the watchdog who always do gatekeeping, who always follow the information to a varied number of sources and spread to the public. Public is like masses, the mass audience, the information that is reaching to the mass audience. It depends on how the people are grabbing it, catering towards it. If the public is something like gullible, passive, he is influencing, means media has a more influence on public. Media can influence people by their thoughts, by their preferences, by public relations, by many things. So media has a varied number of things. Media can influence people through various numbers of tools, like theories, like we can say there is a theory named hypodermic needle theory. Hypodermic needle theory describes the information that has been take place and it's being injected to the people because the audience is passive, as they're gonna trust on this media thoughts and preferences, and they can easily they can easily perceive that information in their manner. So it describes that media has a more influential power, media has a more influence on public. And the mediums like radio, television, print, these are the mediums. Like for example, we cannot tell you in our rural regions, there is no media. There is a traditional media. There is a different media. Now we are facing some of new media. New media, we have mobile phone that we can access to that. News access, news apps exist, news theories, new virtuality. But now in traditional media, we don't have such things. Traditional media, we have such campaigns like puppetry shows, theater, Natak drama. These are always occur in rural areas because there is no mediums like that. They don't have enough money. They are cost inefficient. So they don't have enough money to spend on new media. New media we have because in modern era in urban cities, like people have access to the mobile phones. They can easily inhale and invade such information. They can easily gather such informations related to apps and all. So my question is that what is the difference between traditional media and new media? Traditional media is different, completely different from new media. Traditional media is something like that is the things in going in a traditional manner. Means that is going, when the person who is not able to understand such things in a very difficult languages, like in new media, they don't have access to phone, they don't have enough money to spend on that. So they can easily get the information through traditional media. Traditional media is something that like it is a form of a folk media. Folk media describes the information that has been disseminated into various interesting tools like puppetry shows. In Rajasthan, there is a puppetry show. There is a campaign which we can aware our social issues. We can aware our society through social issues by doing such things in a traditional media. So I'm going to talk about this later. What does you mean by dance model of theory? I'm gonna tell you that dance model of theory is like a cone-shaped curve, which is always moving, always growing. And it, like, for example, if a child is crying and he wanted to eat that food, he tell his mother, "Mama, give me some food." So he needs the food. He's crying and he is stubborn. He is stubborn. He needs the food. He cries and he cry for that getting that food from her mother. So he cry. He become lethargic. He become lazy. He become irritate. He always tell his mother. He always stubborn. He always screaming. He was always screaming. He's screaming. So he needs something. He wants his mother. He tell his mother that I need this food. So her mother will feed them. So his mother will feed him because he needs his mother. The mother is a duty to feed his child. So if there is a communication between mother and the child. So it describes that mother needs a child. Mother without child is not getting that fetch. So I want to tell you that mother without child cannot be survive. Mother without child will not survive because a little child, baby child, is started growing. His age is like small and he started growing, and his wants and desires become unlimited. It's increasing. So he needs to feed. He needs some feed. He needs spoon feeding. He needs such pampering. He wanted from a mother. So mother is a duty to feed him, to pamper his child. So there is a communication of a dance model. Dance model was given by Hallex. It's like a model. It describes that the person if a person or girl, boy, it is a relationship. His relationship is not being like neutral. It's dynamic. It's changing. It's growing, and time to time their relationship change.